Hey there viewers, Shooting Guy. Okay, got a couple of things I want to talk about real briefly, and then I'm going to move on to something I haven't done in a little bit. First off, I want to keep this in your face. No on SB 249. Many of you may know, I live in the state of California, and well, you can look up SB 249, but basically it's the bullet button ban. It got changed again to the magnetic button thing, and you know, it's ever evolving. It's so confused. It's the law. It's the bill, the Senate bill that started off a year and a half ago as an agricultural bill, and then it turned into gun control bill, and oh my gosh, it's a mess. Here in California, we got a bunch of nuts, let me tell you. And as a result of that, it's always a mess. So we're continuing to fight this, and we won't stop until this bill is squashed and never ever sees the sight of day again. Okay, so SB 249, Californians, jump on this, please, and write your legislators. Secondly, if you're not in the state of California, write the state of California legislators. So from every other state, if you're in a free state, help me out, man. Write our legislators too. I'll leave some links in my comments. You can just click on them, go there, write a little letter, and as a matter of fact, there's some form letters and things. You can, make it easy on yourselves, but you know what? Freedom is never free, and it's never easy. You gotta work for it. Okay, that's what I believe. All right, so SB 249, no on that. The next item, real quick. Have you been paying attention to the UN talks, the arms trade, the arms treaty, arms? Oh my gosh, the UNATT is what I'm calling it, and others are calling it. What a fiasco that's becoming. And you need to keep your eyes open, because that is a direct attack on the freedom of Americans to be able to eventually have our own guns. They're talking about personal weapons, and which translates down to handguns and rifles and shotguns that we as citizens use. So they are talking about that kind of stuff. No one seems to be really pushing away from the table, which doesn't surprise me when we're talking about other countries. But I'm very disappointed that our country is not stepping away from the table on this. We want to be right in the thick of things and make things happen, which means our government is turning into a tyrannical government and wants to take away our Second Amendment. Slowly at first, but that's all it takes. It's a little bit at a time. All right, so be watching out. If you're not a member of the NRA, become a member of the NRA. If you're not watching the NRA ILA website and all the information that comes through them, you need to do that too and keep yourself informed. All right, that's all I'm going to do about that. But there'll be more, trust me. I'll have more later. Okay, anyways, I'll do a little bit of a A-B comparison between a couple of knives. And why am I doing this? Well, my beautiful wife gave me a gift. Not one, but two. Right there, that baby right there, the Cold Steel Leatherneck SF, and that baby right there, the K-Bar knife. Yep, the 1217.
Yeah, we have to do a review on that.
I have a wonderful wife, and
I like that thing, huh?
I make sure I tell her that every day. And I'm sure some of you guys out there are thinking that your wives are wonderful, but let me tell you, mine's even better, because she thinks about not only getting me a knife, not only getting me two knives, but you know why she did this and why she got these particular two? She saw them and she said, you know what, they're pretty similar, and you like doing these videos. Maybe you can do a comparison between the two, because they are so similar, and you can talk a little bit about them, and I'd like to know a little bit more about it too. Did I tell you I got a wonderful wife? Anyway, she's great. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's do a quick unboxing. Let's get rid of that one for now. Let's do this one only because, well, it was just the way I brought it on camera. But here we go. The Cold Steel Leatherneck SF, and SF stands for Semper Fi. And this, folks, is actually, I like the way they have that package. This, folks, do I need this? Bye-bye plastic, I don't need that. Do I need the paper? Well, I might keep the paper for storage. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Take a look. Take a look. Leatherneck SF. This is the older model. This is the 2011 model, which from what I am gathering from other knife enthusiasts that I know, is maybe the superior knife. Now, I've also heard that this knife, when thumped on really hard, is actually broken. And there's a guy out there that has a video about it. He was excited about his knife, went out and tried to baton some wood and took a big chunk out of the blade here. And he shows that. So I don't know if that was a defective blade, and I never heard any more about that. Whether or not he sent it back and he got it replaced, I don't know. I'm sure Cold Steel probably helped them out and replaced that thing, I would imagine. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to thump on this one because I don't want to break it. But this particular one, the 2011 model, and where the differences are between the 2011 and the 2012, because there is a 2012 that came out that is not available right now for whatever reason. The steel is different, the grind is different, and the blade design is slightly different. And they lightened up the 2012 because I got to be honest with you, when I'm picking this up, it's kind of heavy. And I'm thinking, let me get my notes out here, the blade length of this one is 6 3/4 inches. Well, it looks a little longer than that actually. It looks like 7 inches to me, but maybe because they're measuring it, I don't know what they're doing. We'll take a look in just a minute and compare it to the K-bar here. But so this one's about 10 3/4 inches, 6 3/4 inches long, and it weighs, and that's what I'm looking for, 11.4 ounces. Now I'm told that the 2012 actually shaved a few, maybe an ounce or two off, so it lightened up a little bit. But you know what? I kind of like it, a little heavy. That's okay. Full hilt. I'm sorry. It's got a nice hilt, and it's a full tang all the way through to the butt, and it's got a pin, pin installed just like you would on a K-bar. But the grind is a little different than the K-bar. And it comes with this, I guess, what is this? Krylon? I forget what this is. It's a Securex, they call it, sheath. We've got some nylon up here. It's kind of a plasticky material here. It goes in there, and ooh, yeah, that snaps in there pretty good. Almost so, let me get this box out of the way. Almost so that I don't think you really need this snappy thing. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe well, it's on there. But if I pull the snappy thing off, oh man, I tell you, that thing is in there. Which is kind of nice. You got to use some thumb leverage and get that thing open. But wow, get that baby in there. Yeah, that would be nice. It's got some extra holes there, so you can stick some paracord and strap it to your body somehow. It looks like you can make some adjustments to where this rests, up and down a little bit. So that's kind of nice. You can kind of customize it. Nice. Cold Steel did a good job here. It's made out of SK5 steel, and that's the other thing. The 2011 is SK5, which is great steel for all the research that I've done. And the newer 2012, which you can't get, is a German steel, and I think it's the 4116 steel. And I don't know anything about it, but for some reason they're not making it right now. So they either the steel dried up, and I think that's what happened with this. The SK5 steel dried up, so they had to go to another steel. Decided to make it a little different knife. I like the full flat ground though on this baby. It's nice and thick, and it does add to the weight. It's nice and thick. Got a small swedge at the top, but you should be able to thump on this, and it should take it. I might try, and then if I do, I'm going to show you what happens, okay? It's a gift, so that's why I'm saying I might try. I don't like thumping and breaking my gifts, but you never know. You never know. You got to try it. All right, so there's that. I'll put that out of the way. Okay, cool. Then, by the way, made in Taiwan. Okay, not a bad thing, but made in Taiwan. And well crafted. Cold Steel doesn't make junk. I don't think they do anyway. And the price was around $60 ish, I think. You can find that. So okay, good value. Good value. Cold Steel did a good job. Good value. Nice knife. Yes, made in Taiwan, but that's okay. Good steel too, so that helps. Here we go. Wow, look at that. This guy is made in Olean, New York. This one's made in the good old USA. I know. This one comes with paper on it too, which is kind of nice. Kind of keeps it protected. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look. USMC. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nice. Yeah. She got me the leather handle one, not the rubber handle one, which is authentic. I love it. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. I just kind of fell in love. But anyway, this one's made in the U.S. And let me grab my notes. If I read this correctly, it's made from 1095 Crovan. Now, I had to look that up because I can never remember what the thing is called. But I understand they've been making this knife with that steel for quite a number of years, and it's been very successful. So the longevity of the knife and the fact that they haven't had any failures with it, I also understand it's easy to sharp, and it retains a pretty good edge. Means it's a steel that they're going to want to use, and they have been using for a very long time, and that I think is going to be very good. It is a little lighter than the cold steel one. It weighs in at, come on, notes. Oh my gosh, my eyes are not what they used to be. 0.70 pounds. What? 0.7 of a pound. How does that relate? I should have done my homework. So, okay, one of you brainiacs out there, do the math. This one was the cold steel. Oh my gosh. So the cold steel, is 11.4 ounces. So it's not quite a pound. And this one is 0.70 pounds. So it's 3/4 of a pound. What the heck? I got to do the math real quick. Maybe I'll come back and do the math later, or maybe I'll put it in my comment section. Or maybe one of you guys can put it in the comment section. Could you figure it out for me, please? Help me out. So this one's 0.70 pounds. This one's 11.4 ounces. But when I picked the two up, this one's definitely heavier than the K-bar, just by the weight alone. You can tell because the steel is a little narrower this way on the K-bar than on the Leatherneck. There's a little bit of relief here of weight when they put the dip in there, and I'm not sure what they call it. Is that called the blood dip? What is that called? I don't know. Something where, when you're thrusting, you get a little bit of extra room there, so you can thrust deeper. And plus, it's got a deeper swedge. But this one is not a full flat ground. I'm sorry, it is flat ground, but it's not a full flat ground. It starts down in this region where this one is full all the way to the top. So, yeah, one is heavier than the other. It seems like the handle's a little heavier. It's a little more handle heavy versus this one's a little more front heavy. I don't know. Kind of nice. Obviously, if you know about K-bars, full tang all the way through, metal butt plate, got a pin in it, and that's what I was saying about this one, the similar kind of a construction. Leather handle, though, and I don't mind the leather handle. I think it's beautiful, and it's epoxy coated, so it should be fairly durable. But I think over a period of time, I'm pretty sure if I get this thing wet, it'll probably swell up, which can be a problem. Some of its strength will go away. This rubberized handle won't swell up, but I'm sure it's going to have its own set of problems over the years too. So I don't know. Gosh, my wife, isn't she great? Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Leather, which is nice. I think I would like, and I think K-Bar does make a polymer. The sheath, that's the word I was looking for. Made in Mexico, but it says USMC on it. Smells good. Huh. Here, you want to smell? Give it a smell. Yeah, it smells like leather. It smells great. Leather's going to have some problems, too, but what the heck? I'm not worried about it. Oh, I did. I scratched it all up. Oh, dear. Here we go. Two knives. Very similar. Classic, old school. Love it. I love it. A little bit newer in some of the design, and you can get this newer rubberized stuff on the K-bar as well. But oh, by the way, the K-bar, this one we paid $50-something for it. You know, we're able to get it for around $55, I think it was, $56. So they're about the same price. This was around 60, this was 55-ish. Similar money. You know, check around, find places where you can pick it up. But you can for a little cheaper if you hunt it down. That one came with the leather, and that one came with the polymer. Cool, huh? Love it. All right, you guys. And if you've got some comments, if you have experience with this cold steel, or if you have experience with your K-bar, love to hear about it down there in the comment section. You know what, I just noticed the hilt here goes up on the cold steel, and on the K-bar it goes back. Interesting. I don't think that means anything, it's just a design thing. But if you've got some experience with them, let's hear about it. Okay, I'd like to know. I'm going to get out in the next week or so, and I'm going to take these both out and use them. So I'll have a chance to give you some feedback after I use it, but before that, tell me what you think. Keep the comments clean. By the way, subscribe to my channel. You'll get some more stuff, more information about some of the goofy things we're doing with the UN right now. Some of the other, I don't normally get political, but this time of year I do, because we are running towards November, so I want to keep you guys informed. So subscribe if you're just passing by. Thank you, subscribers, if you're already subscribed. I love you. Appreciate you a lot. Make sure you like this video. Take a look at the other videos that I've got. You know, like them too, please. Every little bit helps. I do this kind of out of the love of doing it, so, you know, it comes out of my pocket. Even buying these things came out of my pocket. But I wanted to share them with you, talk about them, inform people about them, have others weigh in on them as well. And that's why I do this, because I appreciate all of you guys out there. And I look forward to interacting with you. All right, got some real cool things that are coming up here real soon, but we'll talk about them at a later time. Subscribe and you'll be informed as well. God bless. Have a great one. God bless America.
Your responsibility.
Like, subscribe, and comment, and send this video to all your friends so they can watch it on YouTube. Thank you.